Also, now I'm not saying that if I go somewhere, the temperature there is going to be exactly the same, because it will be fresh air, but it's just an idea. It's not like it's going to be the same. The sun, the all kinds of stuff. There's all kind of different factors, but the elements of nature are supposed to be good, like healing factors. And so that's why I said, not all the time do you need to be stuck in. Like, people have a right to outdoors and all kinds of stuff, and the least restrictions and all that. But like I said, that it just really depends. Everybody go through all kinds of stuff, but I can't say whatever you involved with. It's nice to get to know the law in anything, even no matter what age you are, and it's just really important. That's why I'm saying, maybe, I've gotten in trouble for trying to learn, and it has been a lot, even, throughout the years. It's always been really hard, and I've always just, I get my own education. But sometimes it's unfair. I shouldn't have to keep on being locked up for wanting to learn, locked up for wanting to do, locked up for all different kinds of stuff. Seriously. So, well, I want to say that because I don't want people to try to say that I I'm gonna let you know. I know that there is a difference in air, but I'm saying, like, it's an idea of it. Just like if you buy, like, you're gonna build a house, you may not have your own architecture, but there may be a model of that house, and you may want to build more and things like that. But you may be introduced to a model of that house, and that's why it's important too. Like somebody said that so just for instance, if you are teaching somebody about relationship and quality and all different kinds of stuff, you let them know, I'm not saying it for you, but I'm teaching you the behavior. This is professional. I'm teaching you so you can know how to be with someone else. It's not about being with me, it's about being with somebody else. I can be your friend, but I can teach you how to make friends. So I don't want you to get attachment to me. I don't want you to feel like I said, somebody was like, I said, love is not professional. You don't tell a person, and people have all different kind of things. Like I said, I don't want people pushing their stuff off on me or whatever, but some people are very serious about different words, and they have obligations, and they can't have people saying that to them, and they are and they really get serious in that attachment and that obligation and thing. And it's not right. People say, well, I'm not the same and all that. Okay, I'm not. If you are, that's you know what I'm saying? I already knew who you were before, and if that's still who you are, that's I was talking to then. I talk to maybe or whatever. You don't want to talk to me, but I'm not about to stay the same. No, you don't have time to get to know who I am. Your stories need to change, because you're not about to keep because you don't remember what happened in your childhood. You're not gonna make it up. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad because, like, people I be wanting to, like, be around sometimes, and I can't because it don't work out. And so I said, like, I'm saying I have losses. Like, where it's people where I thought that would be and might always be around, that I would always see. I never had to make time to say that I would never have them people in my life. Like, I've made plans sometimes with them people in my life, and so I have to change a lot in my life, and people are bothering me and inconveniencing me and sending me through all kinds of stuff. Like, if I have this hotel room for just a couple of days, I need to be busy doing the stuff that I need to do. But I also have to configure. Then I call a place, and then they on some mess, and then so here goes some more problems that I have to now do. And then it's still not helping me. What it's doing is just constantly being like some kind of unhealthy distraction. And at times, it's like, okay, maybe I have been a distraction, but I didn't know, like, all the time that I'm like, some people just don't know. People have to make their money. And I didn't always know. Like, I don't, like, but now I know. But if I'm going to a place where I for sure know, then I think that I'm supposed to be able to do the things I need to do. And I'm really, like I said, I'm learning new language. Like, people not gonna treat a bilingual person like that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, why? It's a lot of people born in America that don't even know English. You know what I'm saying? And they have to put that's their language, and they don't know it. It's not thorough as it should be. It's so many different ways. So anyway, that's just how it is right now. Seriously. I'm about to go get some vending products, like from the vending machine downstairs. I have to figure out how I want to do things. What exactly, how I want to eat. Like, do I want to eat different things every season? How do I, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's fine. Like, some people think people have to take medication all the time. No, that's not true. People can take medication people don't have to be on medication their whole life, but people don't know that because the people that they trust are telling them that. So they don't want to hear anything else because they want to make it. And so they're not going to listen to somebody that they hate on anyway. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear something from somebody that they already hating on. Like, and that could be a problem. Please. My goodness. I wanted to walk on the stairs so bad. I was trying to open up doors and make doors out of doors earlier. You know what? I gotta take the elevator. It's okay though. That's the option. I'm not hating. I'm just asking a question, please. I know how to behave myself and how to be. Sometimes I could figure out myself that sometimes I just don't have the right of way resources for a risk. And you know what I'm saying? Not always going to be like an investment or something like that. It could be like a risk. And then just know how to properly, like, just be educated with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure it through. Don't overreact if you don't have to. Like, just balance it out some kind of way. But what is overreact? Do what you do and take care of yourself.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, let's see where I can come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Handcrafted in American factories, to you with our free in-home white glove delivery service.
Fritos, the original.
At Safe Life, we'll take care of fixing your windshield.
Jeff Pittman. When we speak to a client after a serious car accident, we think, what if that was my spouse, my mother, my son, or my sister? At GKSP, we treat our clients like family. There's no such thing as a small case. All cases matter. Let us protect you and your family. We'll secure the maximum recovery from you. Call 334-3333 for PKSC guarantee.
Get an 11% rebate on your outdoor project in Minot. Shop our great lineup of outdoor action maintenance composite package and the largest in-stock selection of concrete landscaping blocks. That's patio, fire pits, and an 11% rebate.
Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Once retired, Marcus decided, I will never again work for another man. I abandoned my corporate program and made a new plan to
Wow. Okay.
Then we have book style reporting, some memorials and monuments. Then it's a fact. We have the name on the Oscar. Finally, AVIX. Troy, where to first? Ancient history, 1600. Praising the defense of democracy, Heracles' funeral oration of 431 BC was given for soldiers fallen in this conflict. Then, spelled war. Yes. Ancient history, 1200. In Meditations, his Roman emperor reminds himself not to be irritated at other people's bad breath. That's the way his mouth is.
Oh.
Marcus Aurelius. Good answer. Ancient history, 800. Crimes punishable by death in this 282 law collection included robbery, false accusation, and ruthlessly breaching the economy. Theft was declared as a infinity. The pyramids of Meroe and Artemis Sudan were built in the land of this four-letter ancient kingdom. You'll get where you cook, you actually have. That's directly to the 14th program and 2015 for the revenue. Then,
That is right. I don't know, that's like something. What is this system called that it does that with the machine? Like, what is that technology called? Like how it is?
That's just modern vending machines.
It's more than that.
It's nice, right? And it's like this and drops it.
It's called something though. Like it's a technique or something. What kind is it? It's something.
I really have no idea, man.
Oh, that's like a hobby to know.
Yeah.
Perhaps you know to figure it out, man. I like how you all have the products to be able to use like the cars and the different features. Like you know, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Let's see here.
stepping down in 2024 after 62 years on the throne, she had the longest reign of any English monarch. That's good, Marguerite. Let's try a reporter.
Oh.
Wrote the novel Eric.
It's that boom shakalaka shakalaka shakalaka. Okay. Trying. Some Fritos. I know how to open a door now. Some people like should know that that is a skill. Like that's an actual high-paying job, opening doors. I'm telling the truth. I'm saying the truth. Truth. Okay. Well. Put this right here. That's like that. I want this over here. Ugh. Okay. I was gonna put it in a bowl. I have a bowl. So I'm just gonna eat out of this package. And I shouldn't have to. I'm about to put it in a bowl. I'm about to put my chips in a bowl. Look. This $3. $3. I have I have two bowls. I'm trying to see which one I want to use. Probably this one is a little bit more heavy. This one is okay too. But maybe I eat one bag in one bowl and the other bag in another bowl. Look. There it is. Polishing dishes like china and all kinds of stuff. That's an expensive paying job. People sometimes have to wear gloves when they touch different stuff that people eat from. Please. And you know, I want to say something. And this is mine. I know what I'm doing. But some people won't be there for me and don't like me because they worried about how bad they didn't treated me, and they won't admit it. So they talking bad about me. The reason why they worry because they treated me so bad, and they worry that I'm gonna do something or I haven't found out yet what they did wrong to me or whatever. But I know me, I'm not worried about people like that. You know what I'm saying? Hope you know what I'm saying. If you don't, then just email me at jasmine_reneedavis@outlook.com. And so they don't want to say that they did me wrong and they think that I'm going to do something back to them. But they don't want to say that they did me wrong because they see how much trouble I'm in, and they don't want to go through their trials. They don't want to be in trouble. They don't want things to happen to them like that. So then they blame it on me because I'm already going through. And they still being mean to me. So I'm staying strong though. This is 100% orange juice from Minute Maid. And as I said, and I'm saying now, it's just because I said it before don't mean I have to say it again. Okay? But what I'm saying is, depending on where the oranges are made, it's all different kinds of stuff. That's why people have to be careful of I have to be careful of what I consume. Shake well. Man, please. Woo! And that's why some people, they learning and they, live on campus because it's everything that they need there. And sometimes, people can't comprehend, but they're able to go off of campus and do different things and have a good life and all that different stuff, It just really depends on how you look at things. Ooh. I almost cried. And I'm not allowing nobody to say I almost did something and they don't know. That seemed like that was more than that what I just drank. I'm not gonna act like I only want to drink out of that, because then that'd be like, where, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I knew, I might have to, I'm telling you, I gotta do something. Guaranteed fresh. Now, what is the ingredients? Corn, vegetable oil, and salt. That's all. Plain tips. Yeah. Hi, are you all gonna bring the other blankets up? The additional blanket?
The additional blanket?
Yes.
So just give me a minute.
What? Yeah, just bring it. Like, I'm just asking, are you going to?
I mean, as you know that we have already given you the extra sheet and blanket.
That was only one. I was told to ask housekeeping But I'm not using the ones that's on the bed.
Okay. So just a one blanket?
Yeah, do you have it? Can you bring another sheet? Cause I had asked for a couple sheets.
Okay, I'll be there.
Sure. Now I'm trying to learn how to be as pretty as possible when I'm sitting down and take off my coat. My bad now. Whew. Mm. And sometimes it don't always be enough room all the time for something. Other people want to get in, and like that's why you use what you got, and then come back around in another way. You know what I'm saying? You get that train to get in there for a while, and then sometimes it's like it's only specifics. Yeah, but it's always gonna be something there, especially like if you doing something at a like in a skillful way. You know, you can always do it on your own, like, and then create something for yourself too.
Seeing him shoot poorly and this team, the Knicks team still win. To me, it becomes about Maxey, him putting the pressure on the Knicks, and him closing out the game.
Sometimes it's best to kind of realize it on your own, and then that way people don't have to like tell you or whatever, because like people here.
So to speak, they can still win. But the person who's going to be guarding him is the person who I would want to see most. That's Josh Hart for the Knicks. He's got that energy. He plays more minutes than all of these guys. And I think he's the one player that can keep up with him if somebody in the non-Embiid category goes off. I'm very much so going to see with a guy like that who's not normally some big-time star in terms of what people know, but he gives a lot to that team on the defensive end and otherwise. I want to see what Josh Hart does against the team in the Sixers who's probably right from the Knicks' perspective. Having that series closeout right in their hands at the end at home and losing it, and now having to come back today. Any adjustments, any pressurized moments that they should be looking out for?
I don't think so. Remember, Philadelphia had a miracle loss in Game 2. They bounced back and won Game 3. So both teams have kind of won games that they had no business winning. I think the Knicks are mentally tough enough. And you hear Jalen Brunson saying it's on me. I got to not throw the ball into the front row. I have to take better care. But they have the right mindset. That's a mentally and physically tough team. They'll be okay.
When they throw the ball to the front row, though, will it be a first responder from Philadelphia who is embedded and is actually a New Yorker? But where do you guys come down in ownership trying to buy up tickets to control the crowd?
Not a fan of it. and you know, Philadelphia 76ers crowds in general, their fans take pride in being these great fans, and yet you have to have somebody else buy the tickets for you so the New York fans can infiltrate your arena kind of question.
Hey, as long as the Knicks fans travel as well as Maxie, they'll be okay. Remember this?
Oh, man, I was waiting for somebody to say that. I was waiting for the homer to come out. And what happened there? And New Graphic, the first one to get it.
Remember, the game is at 9 o'clock, so people that have jobs and have kids are going to sell their tickets on the secondary market. They don't care who's buying it. They just want the most money for it. There's nothing wrong with that.
What do you got tonight, Glenn Yates?
Tonight I've got the Knicks. I think the Big One community is going to do it.
76ers take this in game 6.
Oh, it's got to be the Sixers. They've actually outplayed slightly the Knicks throughout this entire series. Really? What numbers are you looking at? Okay. I need to defensive rating or offensive rating? I still have, how about you?
Brunson and Thibodeau. Knicks win.
Just because I hear it or something, I don't mean I got to be involved with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's sometimes somebody get out of the system. Don't be trying to force somebody to keep something in their system that they don't want. But ain't nobody talking about people, and people do whatever they want to do with themselves. That's what I'm saying. Know what you're doing. Don't just get in it because it's something that you've been around the whole time. Learn for yourself. You do not have to do that. You do not have to be around all them same stuff. People care, and you know what I'm saying? There's other levels that you can know.
Looking for an extension to his deal, even though he's not going to be a free agent, for a 2-year extension reportedly. And there is some question there whether Miami's willing to pay about $50 million for 2 more years of this level of Jimmy Butler, but it's more than likely going to get settled. Also, Bam Adebayo is not going to be traded. He is not going anywhere. Probably the best defensive player in the league. The Heat's going to look at this as they have been the whole time, saying we just have to find the right piece to add to that. And they've been trying, and they have been in worse positions in the past. They will be in a better position this offseason to potentially bring in a Donovan Mitchell, let's say, or maybe talking to Phoenix about maybe if they break that up, trying to bring a piece to Miami. But they're not really in the mode of really tearing everything down. You look at the team that just beat them. The Boston Celtics were told year after year, hey, break those 2 up. That's not a pair that's going to win anything. And look what they did. They found the right pieces around them. I think this year, especially toward the end, can be looked at a bit of a throwaway with Jimmy Butler not being healthy for much of the year, and then again, the season-ending injury. But I do think that they believe that at the core, with Jimmy and Bam, they can build around and create one more offensive sort of.
Mendota is Department of Corrections. Mendota Mental Health Institute is Department of Corrections.
Yeah. I would agree with that. The reload factor is difficult, though.
So be careful how you think you about to be behaving yourself. You better behave. You better know yourself and know if you around somebody and you just that's not your environment. You know yourself. You know if that's how you want to be. People gonna do enough of being dishonest and hating and shit. Don't hate on yourself. Do not hate on yourself. I'm not hating on myself. I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, if you think about it, they've gone 2-8 in their last 10 playoff games, and that's against the best. The Denver Nuggets are now this season against the Boston Celtics. With the love about Pat Riley and Spoelstra and that crew, that's how they want to be judged. So they know they have a long way to go, but I kind of agree with Izzy. My big thing is that a lot of the players increased their value this year. Jovic certainly did. Jaime Hawkins, they do with the 15th overall pick. Pat Riley always thinks about championship, and he'll be more committed than ever to do that. I would think the key guy here could be Tyler Hero. I want his Miami Heat. I hear all about Heat culture. He doesn't look like that guy. He doesn't really play a lot of defense. He takes some crazy shots. So again, remember, he was going to get moved.
And don't worry about why I'm on Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? That ain't your business. You don't got to know everything about me. Find your own. Find your own. I don't care. I did not tell you that. I'm never going to get on Facebook Live again. I might have said at that time, okay, well, you know what? Here I am today. This is what I'm doing. But I know it's places where I won't get on Facebook Live. Unless this is, man, I'm telling you right now.
A whole lot of problems. The only person I would tie my anchor to on that team is Bam Adebayo. But then I think you really have to rethink the way you're going forward with this team. It's hard for me to think that you can be patient with a veteran team like that with those injuries, as opposed to with a young team where you really have a deep young roster. This is not one that I would be comfortable with being.
Israel, I'll go back to you for the last word.
Yeah, it's difficult with Tyler Hero given the role he has to play. It kept moving around and also depended on who was healthy and who wasn't. Is he the point guard? Is he the two guard? I think in a more settled, consistent role, he is a fringe all-star.
It's a lock on a
It
volume.
just doesn't seem like, as Frank said, maybe it's
Oh,
not
okay, I see.
right.
That's okay. I mean, it's not okay for me, but I mean, that's technology. Okay. Whoa. Wow. Fancy.
There's nothing better than a game. Great tastes in Miller Lite. It's not spilling Miller Lite. It tastes great. I never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
Dew for your whole body that actually works.
How do they do it?
Native provides the best of nature with the best of science to make a deodorant spray with naturally derived ingredients that fight odor at the source and is clinically proven to keep stank at bay. All day. This is the icon of vacations. Icon of the seas. Now sailing.
Gas, electric, or the flexibility with both. The EQE SUV, GLE, and GLE plug-in hybrid. Any choice is the perfect one. See how Mercedes-Benz dealer now.
I'm a bird stuck in Larry Bird's attic. And I'm going cuckoo. What the heck? What you got there? May the best bird win. Rick, you may be a legend on the court, but you're an amateur up here.
Heads up, Larry.
So get all state, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Now you're the bird stuck in the attic.
Bravo snacking on chocolate peanut butter cups and caramel chocolate nut rolls, and he looks like that.
Wanda got wind of my Atkins candy drawer. She went all.
I can eat this candy and keep looking this good. Atkins? Who knew?
So if I make this, you gotta get my fork out like that. Alright.
So, what exactly does the fall guy do?
Fall guy. Fall guy.
How did you feel about your performance tonight?
Oh, man. Where'd you get this one idea from anybody?
Fall guy.
Fall guy?
You're the fall guy.
I want my food to look the best it possibly can. I want my customers to look at that meat and say, well, like, real meat is something that you can taste the difference in. Raised without antibiotics, all that stuff. It's good. It's quality food.
Corona's never missed a Cinco de Mayo party. Neither should you.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill
I don't know
that
why I was
reduces
just
the
in a
itch
hurry
and
trying to
helps
turn it
remove
down. I didn't have to be in a hurry, but I wanted to because I didn't want that like that. You know what I'm saying? But I make choices. Nobody is going to tell me about me. Make a suggestion about something that's involving what you are suggesting. Suggest an environment. That's what you do. Please. I don't need to tell you everything I'm doing. If you see an observation or whatever, mind your business. It ain't even always what it is. Shit. Some people walk down the street holding hands and kissing. That don't mean that they together like that. You don't know what people doing. Somebody attracted or handsome or pretty or beautiful, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then just because it's something, you know what I'm saying? You talking about it's you know, it's what you don't accept for yourself. You can't do that. You can do whatever you want to, but you cannot do that. To me, you don't know what people would pay for some pure cleanness that's not violent to anybody. And don't want nobody to do violence or anything around it or with it. You need to forgive yourself. Or something. I don't know what you need to do with you. Oh my goodness. Oof.
Game 5, they got off to a hot start. They won 16 of the 20 face-offs in the first period. They outshot Boston 12-2. This game 6 and get off to an early lead. All that fear of failure is going to come right back to Boston. So I do think Toronto could do this come down.
Toronto, not exactly a franchise known for having a fear of victory. Kevin Black is out to you.
It's different.
Yeah, I'm looking at their glass half empty. I mean, the last time they won at home on their ice was Game 2 of the first series a year ago, so that doesn't even matter. And without Austin Matthews, really only had one good game in this whole series. They just struggled. I just don't see it happening. Frank, I saw it.
6 straight losses at home by the Maple Leafs in the past. The Bruins have lost 5 straight series clinching games, which is hard to believe. I think the biggest thing for the Maple Leafs, the leading goal scorer is not available. The league's leading goal scorer isn't available. They've only scored 5 goals the last 3 games. I think Boston is in a pretty good position.
Buy or sell too. Phoenix Suns owner Matt Inchfield saying the sun is not blowing up. He says 26 and 29 other GMs would trade their whole team for the Suns roster. So no rebuild for this program. James Jones, by the way, said the plan this summer is to maximize Kevin Durant because no one's ever been able to do that before. Israel, what do you buy, what do you sell?
I mean, I'm selling the whole thing by Ishbia there. It sounds like he's just putting it all on the coach, but I don't think this is a situation where they have to just blow it up. I do think Kevin Durant's got to be at a point where he says, hey, some stability, please. A couple of years of the same teammates, please. Even though internally it might not be a great organization right now, he's got to be able to pull that basketball out together somehow. So no, I don't think they blow things up, although I don't think 26 other GMs are salivating and saying, hey, I'll switch roster.
Kevin Black stuff. I'll call Michael Winger with the Wizards and see what he has to say about that trade. But I think the Suns are just stuck. Ishbia is stuck. I don't know what you do. And I thought it was interesting at the end of their last game, Devin Booker in his post-game interview basically sounded as if he was resigned to the fact that this roster was a roster he was going to have to play with again next season. And I think that's really the possibility.
He said the house isn't on fire. It's like there's a fire in the walls and they don't know about it.
You have to move your body and do things with your body, even if you just sitting down. Move your body in a way like this, motion like this. Focus on yourself. What you doing is gonna show up within you eventually, and if it doesn't, it's about I know what I'm doing. It's for me. But I have to, it's like dodgeball in a way. But the good thing, to be physical. I have to come up with things that are proper for me. And whenever I'm ready, that's just how it is. But I have to be able to be confident in who I am. And sure, there's a lot of influence. There's all kinds of things.
Is this good drama? Is this bad drama? Where do you come down to this? It's bad drama. It's bad theater. Look, I can no longer valorize, and I haven't, Deion Sanders' approach to college football. He's involving himself in the same exploitation of predominantly black male athletes in college football that the league, that the college football has been doing forever. He's not changing the game. He's not revolutionizing the game. And then on top of it, you know, of running kids off the program, on top of it, now he's publicly criticizing another young man who's out there just trying to play college football somewhere. That is beneath the pale. And someone should step in and just put a stop to it.
Now, even on campus and shit, everybody had to stay on campus if they don't want to stay on campus. I use that as an example. There be haters like, man, faculty be sometimes hating, man. But I'm saying that is a really good option. It could be some kind of beneficial option.
Stop going on social media and attacking other players and other teams. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but to quote another famous football coach, it's Division I football. You know, Mikey, go play intramurals, brother. I do think there is an element of this that is just kind of now being out in the open. It happens in a lot of other places, even though I don't necessarily like it. I think a lot of this, though, is the pressure of moving from the Pac-12 to the Big 12, where they know competition is going to be different. They're going to have to completely overhaul their roster to even get to 4 wins, which ain't much.
This group is here.
It feels like bullying. It feels unnecessary. And frankly, if you're a student athlete coming into a program and you have a head coach that you think might do this to you if you struggle, I don't feel like I want to go to that place. I know you want to hold your athletes to high standards and everything else, but I wouldn't want to walk into a place knowing that if I'm not top of the heap, that I will be dismissed and talked about this way.
Listen, the love it or leave it type of energy that you have just said you have observed here. Well, on the other side of that, there is the most transfer portal players in the last 4 months. People are leaving, you know?
Don't get me wrong, Tony. I don't think that trying to recruit Gen Zers with this kind of attitude helps you at all. But I also think it's not something that is singular. City.
Kevin Black, Frank Estol, thanks for your time today. Flynn Gates, this room is here.
Come on, Road. Do your worst. We'll be at our best. Engineered to meet or exceed original equipment performance exclusively at AutoZone.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow cooked, responsibly braised beef, seasoned with garlic and cumin, and shredded for fall and fork tenderness. Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa. If you know, you know.
Just like Nationwide helps millions of people prepare for their financial future, I'm here to help you prepare for the NFL Draft. Are you ready? On. Off. On. Ring ring is your future calling. Seriously, no one's going with the quarter zip? People like this look. They get a lot of emails. Fine, give me your best commission of it. Too much? Yeah, that's way too much.
I know we only just met, but I can't imagine my life without
My goodness.
At KFC, grab 2 pieces of hot, juicy chicken, a side of mashed potatoes and gravy, and a biscuit for just $4.99. Buttermilk biscuit, that's a good deal. New taste of KFC deals. Only at KFC.
One has a rewards card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Are you? A Bud Light Genie? Yeah. So we get wishes? Metal hair? Yes.
Filthy rich.
So giant bicep. Big one. That's nice. Bud Lights. Let's make me my best friend.
Oh, how small.
Well, look at you.
licensed dermatology provider, Curology. Answer a few questions, I'll look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream. Wow! Curology. Skincare with a face.
Light means darkness to exist.
My name is Ashley Cortez, and I'm the founder of the Stay Beautiful Foundation. When I started in 2016, I would go to the post office and literally fill out each person's name on a label. And now at ShipStation, we are shipping 500 beauty boxes a month. It takes less than 5 minutes for me to get all of my labels and get beauty in the hands of women who are battling cancer so much quicker.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
90,000 victims enter the world. Only 1% have been tested for safety. With every breath, modern living is breaking down their barriers, giving you a defense against threats from your everyday environment. But nature holds a solution. Armor Colostrum. Grazing on nutrient-rich soil and already outspreads premium colostrum. It's over 400 living nutrients. Unleashing transformation for your health.
Up next, the ending was Bob. Out was the call that ended the game up to win, but the Mets challenged it. They said it was an illegal block of the plate. Here's after the review.
I can wear, do whatever I want to do. I wonder what ambiance means. I don't even know. Ooh.
That was going to be a call on the field stand situation. But what should be the question is that announcement, Tony. If we
Ooh. Depending on how long you gotta sit up, be up in there, and what kind of gear you wearing, and all. I have the gear available. I'm wearing. There's a lot of factors that go along with stuff. Ooh. Mm-hmm. I keep saying you. But it means something.
somewhere between. First of all, our announcement, they're not taking him seriously as a quarterback. They're going to put him in a position to get hurt. If they have him back as quarterback, they're not taking him seriously. But no, I don't think you should put any of your insignia callers in a position where they should be
If he's one of the best athletes on the field, why not? We saw Joe Dyson do this back in the day with the Washington football team returning punts, and we all know he was a tough guy. Easy. If your flag football team asked you to return kickoffs, are you saying you wouldn't do this?
Joe Dyson do this? How old are we right now?
That was a KP reference. I did it. He did it, but his career is also known for something else, and that's big athletes.
I don't know if you're here in 30 seconds with his sizzle bar elevator. Yes, he's doing it.
And one thing that I don't want to do is normalize the idea that Leo Messi, the greatest soccer player on the planet, and my neighbor, is playing here in the States in Miami. So I just want to remind you some of the things he's been doing for Inter Miami. His first 7 games, 9 goals. That's tied for the most ever in the first 7 games in MLS. And over his first 5 or last 5 games, at least 1 goal and 1 assist. Never been done before in MLS. And if you want to know how difficult it is, just ask the team. They say it's like a final every
You just wanted to say he was your neighbor, which makes you
I do, but you don't. I just ordered the above ground pool for your Amazon account. Well, why do you waste packing me on a above ground pool? What is this, 1968? You're gonna take Super 8 movies of the kids splashing in it?
I had to think. I had one thought about something, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna change that. I had to hurry up and figure that out. Because, but I understand.
That's embarrassing. Luka Doncic had 35 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds, and he was supposedly ill and injured. James Harden and Paul George combined for only 22 points. They shot 6 of 25 from the field. Was this about Doncic being great, or Harden and George not delivering? Oh, very much both. You know, one of my favorite phrases of the life of the movie forever is more than one thing can be true, and that is the case with this time. I mean, Luka Doncic is great. He played through that injury. He wasn't himself. He was short on a lot of shots because he couldn't produce the lift that he normally gets. He didn't get that much. But Tony, the Clippers, even when they had 14 I said consistently, I don't trust them. Not at a championship level. It's not that each one of those 4 guys, Kawhi didn't play again, is not a great player going to the Hall of Fame. Fine. But together in a season, in a postseason, there's too much evidence so you can't trust them.
Ain't no motherfucking way that I'm about to be out. All these people that claim that they so much family, all on 2 sides of family, all kind of community members and all that, and I'm literally not. I don't have anywhere to go, and I'm not about to be out here and somebody say something bad happened to me or whatever, and it's my fault, and everybody show up like trying to be there for me. Well, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, ain't nothing bad gonna happen to me. Because I'm bad. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. And if y'all got that recording of what happened at that McDonald's, or whatever, y'all think that's gonna keep happening, and y'all got an excuse to try to do something to me, I contacted the Mount Pleasant Police Department. I contacted dispatch, and they said that they did not press charges against me, and that they were not trying to press charges against me, and they did not file a complaint, and really they didn't have make a statement. It was an argument, but they ain't say what kind of argument, because they know better, and they know that it was recorded, and they know I had every right to be upset. For real. I don't like when people play around with my food and all that different stuff, and then didn't even, you know what I'm saying? You, like, nah, don't do that. You could at least close the lid on the pickles. Come on now. You that busy? Well, you should probably try to find another way to do your job so that you can multitask. Coaching and feedback. Don't be a bottleneck or a bobblehead. You could be a bobblehead or a bottleneck. You could be whatever you want to be. But just, you know what I'm saying, just do well. And don't do it to me.
The championship context, you're really not lying. Let's move. The Celtics just stopped the Heat last night without the injured Kristaps Porzingis. Derek White led Boston to a 34-point run, eliminating Miami in 5. Tony, did this win alleviate any of the concerns you might have about the impact of Porzingis' injury? Let me say first that both these games last night were dreadful. They were unwatchable. So my good ones no, it doesn't alleviate my concerns at all. Both you and I expected Boston to win last night. Since Boston lost game 2 in Boston, they won 3 in a row. By 20, by 14, by 34, somewhere in that range. They won 2 of them in Miami. Miami doesn't have Jimmy Butler. They're not competitive in a series against Boston without Jimmy Butler. I mean, they're really not. Let me check my notes on this, because game 2 was the outlier. In that game, Boston shot 22 43 from 3.
My children, and don't bring money, don't bring food, don't bring clothes, don't bring a goddamn thing but problems to their mother. Shit, and try to stalk and harass and try to bust somebody else the fuck around.
It's very fair. It's not just fair. There's a brilliance to it. I mean, you're trying to rally your community to do something they failed to do in the last game. And I don't know, they should just heed the encouragement of Julius the Dr. Irving, who sort of begged them on social media the other day. Can you show up?
Trying to allow myself to understand the temperature too.